You are to be the parent. You have to instruct. You have to show them that you are bigger and stronger and love them. That is the appropriate thing to do. It's not what you could think about doing if you feel like it. You have to do this if you were to be a parent. You cannot let your feeling bad for them stop you from effectively parenting, raising them, teaching them, or giving them limits and boundaries. Boundaries are love. If you stop or refuse to give them boundaries, you are neglecting your child. There you go. It works only as long as you tolerate it. And that's one of the first things parents learn is that kids aren't born with a blank slate. They come out and they will easily take advantage of you or tear up things or destroy whatever they can get their hands on. The children, they don't know any better. Mm. That is why we have to actively teach them. That is what the process of parenting is for. That is what we are doing here. And I think it's super key to realize that the only power kids have is the ones we give it. The power we give them. And so it's like, if we want the child to stop hitting mommy, like Jordan Peterson talks about this. He's like, take the kid's hands away from your face and tell them to stop hitting you. Mm-hmm. You are to be the parent. You have to instruct. You have to show them that you are bigger and stronger and love them. And that is the appropriate thing to do. It's not what you could think about doing if you feel like it. You have to do this if you were to be a parent. You cannot let your feeling bad for them stop you from effectively parenting, raising them, teaching them, or giving them limits and boundaries. Boundaries are love. If you stop or refuse to give them boundaries, you are neglecting your child.
I mean, I agree, but I just think that needs to be way more clearly stated and understood in society. I think because you're now giving them love. Look, and it's not you. I'm not responsive to this. This is to me why, as a kid, for me, I couldn't understand certain things because people were just using these weird abstractions that don't really have any relationship. Like if I don't accept it as a real thing, there's nothing in reality that's going to actually teach me that abstraction. I think I'm saying this right. Guidelines, yes, guide them to being independent. This is to doing for themselves. Hey, you need to do things for yourself. See, we as humans have needs and requirements, and we have desires and, desires. To get these things, you need to do these other things because you also are living in a society where you can upset the emotions of others. And there are issues. Look, you can cross lines with people where there are real consequences that can, And so, but yeah, man, like if you want to take a shot, I want to see people clearly lay these things out because it just becomes, oh man, you need to love. And one of these things that I hate, I saw one of these videos today, just serve people and give them the Christian love. It's like, what is that?
Right. What does that look like? I'm like, did you take us? Yeah, it's infuriating because people say things like that and they mean passivity. Like, I want you to just love this person. How should I love them? We'll let them do whatever they want. I'm like, that is not love. Like, I hear you. That is a nice thing to do. And I agree. Anyone who doesn't let you do what you want is not being nice to you. But, parents know.
Doesn't mean they're being bad to you either, right? They could be being good to you and not nice.
There you go. I mean, I'm just like, good parents don't let their kids play in the street. They are not nice to their kids. They are loving to their kids, and they give them clear boundaries to say, that will kill you. These cars can't see you. Get out of the street. Get into this yard. Get behind this fence because I love you. And so people like, show them the Christian love. I'm like, tell them the boundaries. Let them know that the things that they're doing don't lead to life and health and happiness. That is what Jesus literally did. If you're going to be a little Christ and you're going to be Christian, then you should at least tell them that same thing Jesus told them. He's like, don't go that way. That's a bad way. It ends in death. Well, that doesn't sound very nice. I'm like, it isn't. It isn't like that was terrible. Apparently people don't like it. He mentioned something about that throughout the whole book. Maybe we should just do. Anyway, it gives people a reason to preach. It gives people a reason to express the points that people have made this mistake before. It has ended poorly. I care for you and care about you enough to offer you the opportunity not to do that. And, to the best of your ability, you can at least warn people.
Yeah. But I guess for me, I need you to explain, what are we doing here? If I put myself in a child brain, why do we need these rules?
Right.
Oh, we need these rules because there's pain and there is death. It's out there. Well, it's not out there. You can experience it, and it's not pleasurable. It's not a good thing. You don't want it. And these are the things that we've developed to teach you and tell you to keep you away from pain and death.
Apparently, the pain and the death were bad. They were literal detrimental things that were harming you long term. And so we said, don't do these things.
Right. And look, can it be some nuance to it? Of course,
Right.
And do people take things too far? Yes, they man, I got to get used to it. I know we talk, it's bouncing ball all the time here, but this is the thought I've been working with over the last week or so too. It's the P, for some reason it's showing up as the PPC balance thing for me. There are people who operate on production and there's people who operate on production capability. And to me, these are the rationalists and these are the empiricists. These are the people who would, the goose that lays the golden eggs, they would eat the golden egg and have no more goose. These are the people who treat the goose in such a way that necessarily they don't let the goose lay the eggs or something, right? and so, I'm thinking like, that's what I mean when I say people take ideas too far. It's like, wait, I get that we've come up with ideas derived from reality, but you extended it too far that there's no reality left. Like,
right. You bypassed the situation we have. You just extrapolated into the future, which is nice, but you're in the ether now. And now nothing to tie you back down. You're just saying things. Like, well, it may sort of kind of work before, and so I assume it'll work this way. I'm like, that's a dangerous assumption, though. You're getting into a place now where that assumption doesn't work.
I think that's where that passivity comes from, right? Because it's like, oh, Christian love and kindness for kindness' sake. No, right. Kindness for a reason.
Right. That's the only thing we're doing. We're not guessing. What are you talking about? You said crazy stuff. Why? Like, well, it feels bad when I say other things. I'm like, yeah, I bet it does.